Well, I guess I'll try this again. I recorded a video. Wasn't happy with it. It was way too long. Um, but an update. I talked to my doctor's office finally about my MRI that I had about a month ago, and there was no new lesions, no active lesions. Everything was stable, as it can be, and which is good news. Um, the other thing I'm working on right now is getting a steroid infusion to help with my mobility because I've had a few issues with trying to, um, you know, to put it bluntly, it's been, I've tried to uh, make it to the bathroom and haven't made it, and several times over the last week, and it has been mentally taxing for me to have to ask for help in one of those situations, because I've always been stuff of the mindset that I can take care of it myself. Um, and anyways, the steroid infusion will allow me to get back into physical therapy, which I need to do, and to see some fairly quick progress initially, and then kind of slow progress, and that's okay. I know progress can be slow. Um, my main fear is being sore and feeling weak, um, weaker than I already do. So, um, but we'll see where that goes, what they come back with. I know that I think I mentioned the last time I uploaded a video, I stopped taking Lexapro that I was on for my mental health because my anxiety was really high on it, and it was making me see things that weren't there, not like hallucinations or anything, but um, you know, making me jump to conclusions about things, and that's it. It was hindering my. I was just spending all my time thinking too much. Um, they got me on a new med now. That's kind of helped level me out, and I'm happy that that's working. I got to figure out if I can get my insurance to pay for the med because it's expensive and I can't afford it. And then I got another med that I need to start taking again, but same thing with that. It's expensive and I can't afford to pay for it. So, because those two meds alone will cost me like $250 a month that I don't have. Um, so, you know, but there's a lot of big changes that may come in the next month for me, and I think that either way, it's for the best. Is the best way I can put it, and I have my hopes of how it goes, but that doesn't mean that that's how it's going to go. Sorry, there's a freaking bee around my window, and we'll kind of see what happens and go from there, and then start making big moves if I need to. That's really about it. Just kind of, trying to do what I can to get myself through through this summer, and then go from there. I just, I don't know. There's nothing else I can do at this point, other than focusing on making sure I'm going to physical therapy, and doing a better job of trying to be more mobile. So, yeah, I mean, if you have questions, comments, whatever, you're more than welcome to ask or, um, you know, comment on this video. If you don't feel comfortable doing that and you want to send me a question anonymously, you're more than welcome to do that through my Facebook page, Kenneth Hunt. That's me, and I will happily answer it and be discreet. I guess the only other thing that that it's pretty prevalent for me is mental health. And that's something that I have dealt with for a very long time. I've been doing camps in the summer for the mentally and physically disabled for, um, 3/4 of my life. Feels like, or not. It is, over half my life, and so I know a lot about it, and I'm starting to see myself recognize some of those symptoms. I'm starting to see those symptoms in myself, and that's not who I am, and I want to make sure that it's not who who I become. Um, so, and depression is a huge thing, and that's before even before I started taking Lexapro, I was in the mindset that I really didn't give a shit if I died. Not that I wanted to, but that I didn't care if I did. And that was difficult for me to open up to my family about. Um, I'm glad I did, because it's one of those things that helps you get through it is talking about it, and that's something that most people are hesitant to do, especially men who are worried about how it makes them look. And it's it's something that we as a society need to take a step back from, and normalize as far as like talking about how you feel. And I was, it never really got to a point where I would thought I was going to do something. If I thought that was there, then I would have taken steps to make sure that I was in a place that so I couldn't do something, and I would have opened up about it more. So, but I mean, if you're struggling with depression, talk. You think nobody cares or nobody loves you, you're wrong. And that's one of those things that's always been in the back of my mind, even when I'm having those thoughts. It's like, if I was to do something to myself, how are they going to explain that to my family, to my mom, to my sisters? I don't talk to my dad, but how is that going to be conveyed to him, and how is he going to feel? That's that's one of the biggest things is there's you may not feel like anyone cares about you, but they do. And you've got to share those people with those people, kind of where you're at. And that's very difficult, and and it can be emasculating is probably the best word for it, as a man, to do that, to make yourself vulnerable. But you've got to, for yourself and for the other people, the people that do care about you, the people you don't know care about you. And you know, it's just, I always get, it's almost like I hit a roadblock in my head when I'm trying to formulate a thought to convey. You just, and then one of the things I've always told people is that you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. And that's, that's true a lot across a lot of things. I'm a big man. I'm big physically, and that's nobody's fault but my own. I was in fairly good condition when I was in high school, when I graduated, but I kind of let it go, and and that's nobody's fault but mine. I know that, and I'm okay with it. And then I totally lost where I was going, but that's what I was talking about. Was, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got, and that's it. I mean, I hate listening to people bitch about a partner or something they found the same way over and over and over and over again, and you wonder why you can't catch a break, is probably a better word. And usually you've got to look at, how am I responsible? What can I do differently? Versus looking for same people the same way, or same things the same way, and make it, analyze it from the perspective of what can I do better. I'm horrible at taking my own advice, and I'll be completely upfront about that. But that's kind of how I have to look at things. What can I do better? There's a lot that I can do better, and there's always room for improvement. And I want to have the ambition to improve those things. I don't currently. Don't care. So the motivation, it just doesn't exist right now for me. I will make it exist within the next month, depending on how things go down. So, anyways, if you have questions, send them. Message me on Facebook. Be anonymous if you want to. There's nothing that's off limits. No question I won't answer. And I will promptly, if I do receive questions, I will promptly answer them. And even though I'm horrible about posting these videos, if there's somebody else that may benefit from me answering a question, I am more than happy to post. And, I usually post when I got something to talk about. So anyways, Kenneth on Facebook. Throw a comment on this if you choose. Thank you. Later.